today. What happened?
And where did he pack me now?
Oh,
give everything to Tayo.
Give everything to single married man.
She went for a break. Pastor Tayo. That would be like pastor.
I did work in manifestation.
I believe you, bro. Next year, class of 2027. Tayo now.
For what?
Pastor now. Pastor Tayo.
They will make him an assistant pastor. If they will make him assistant pastor, brother, I go.
Maybe
if they make me pastor, when I go here, Ramo.
Baby, you know what assistant pastor.
That's what the generation needs.
When I go here,
if you tell us what we need here.
Because they said anybody that is preaching, preach based on their personality.
Yes.
Good. So.
This your wife, a ministry they call her. She does
a run, no mind that.
Small time.
She dey run.
In this life and the God I serve.
She dey run.
Let's wait for change sort of.
I say she dey run. I miss her. She said she knows say she dey run. It's your feet.
I can say the same for you.
I'm very awesome. I do that. Your wife? I do laptop.
Your address.
I know. What happened?
I say this address is touch.
Get going.
I spent over 6 hours trying to export yesterday to fail this morning.
Yeah. I'm part of your work. I don't understand.
One day now. It's like what I just said I should. So maybe you should not do it.
Man, I want to come and get busy today. Yes, now let's do it. What am I going to do? After church. Wait, immediately after church. Are you going somewhere? I don't want to get lost. What time is it? Why do you fear? Like, why do you fear? Hi guys, another beautiful day in the presence of God. Service is done. It was a praise party today in church. You know, it's so amazing to see young people hungry to praise, to praise God. I mean, people literally didn't want to leave. You know, they were waiting for the power to come back on. They were singing about the power was off, and it's so beautiful to see. You know how people are so excited, especially in this young generation. You know, I find that a lot of people are really excited about God, and I just pray every time that God, sees our hearts, and helps us also to open our hearts to know Him more and to serve Him better. That's really all that matters. So many talk, so many conversation, but most importantly, that God continues to reveal Himself to us, and that we serve Him in spirit and in truth, make His name known, to the entirety of the earth, and people see the goodness of God, in their lives. And so so it's Sunday, start of a new week. This is week 3 of the year 2026, and this week our focus will really be on time management. So I'm going to be doing a lot of talk around time management and showing you guys also how I manage my time, how I plan properly for my week. So at the start of every week, I do like a plan for my week, just to itemize how I foresee the week going. Of course, things can come up here and there, but it's better when you have it planned already, and then you start to iterate or make further adjustment based on whatever comes up. So this week is going to be a workful one. I have a couple of shoots, I have a couple of stuff that I'm working on and I'm planning to do. And so once I'm able to finish doing that, so once I'm able to put all of this in my plans, I would work towards anything that changes. But that's how this week is going to be. For the rest of the day, I think I'm having a friend over, and he's coming to get beaten on FIFA as always. As I always beat all of them. They're always even scared to come to my house nowadays. Why did you know I was going to come? Snake. Before you come now, you're a strong face, has come to present himself. I never start.
Because if I catch him,
You don't beat me.
just avoid me. I like that.
Play for what? Like 4 days.
One now.
That game no sense, man.
You know how many shots I get?
Better. Everybody they run for me now. They don't want to follow me play like.
You know how to use Arsenal now, it's a fact.
Hey, but if I do that team, I will still beat you now.
Oh yeah, go play.
You stress yourself. I swear you will die.
To play for West.
NSC, I go beat
Fuck
you.
that, put your own money where your own mouth be. Why you put me inside your own
You
people?
don't learn. You don't
use.
You see game.
Tí o lẹ́nu, ẹni tí retire, mo ti retire, mo ti gba kámú. I no play am, I avoid am.
You say what to
If
retire.
you dey play am, you go dey give excuse.
Me wey wan use
It's
keeper.
only at what age?
My goal was to
People
use
retire.
keeper to score.
Well, the only one after that one defeat, I think this guy is never again.
Hi guys, it's Monday morning and on my way to work. It's been a very heavy start to the day. Got about my day, my routines, everything that I needed to do this morning. Did even add some like quick work, and I'm on my way to the office right now. This week our focus is on time management, and one of the most beautiful things that I learned with time management is that we all have time. We all have the same 24 hours. The reason why it seems like other people are more productive than some other people is because of how people have been able to learn to manage their time. Prioritizing your task, which is extremely important. So knowing what to do, how long to do it, when to do it, and what is more important to do part time. So everything takes our time. Everything is after our time, from every little thing is after your time. And so once you're able to properly prioritize and mark out your time, you know what time is important, when you're supposed to do certain tasks, and you know how you're supposed to also do it. So it's important to always manage your time properly. And doing this, first thing I always advise that every week you prioritize and mark out what you need to do for that week. You know, have like an overview. So on Monday, maybe I have a Monday meeting by 11. I put it on my task manager. Of course, you guys already know on Life Organizer, and then I itemize that's my task for that morning. And then you do this across multiple tasks that you have. Drill down the task to tiny bits as possible, as little as sending an email, all of that. As you progress, which brings me to handling multiple things. You know, as you progress in life, one of the things that would really help you to manage your tasks properly is to identify how to delegate your task. You know, so I find this a lot of times with creatives, CEOs, you know, people that do a lot of things like myself. Most times, because we can do multiple things, we want to do these things by ourselves. But one thing I've been able to do is to learn how to prioritize my tasks. I'll take my YouTube channel for example. We have like 3 different kind of content that I create on this channel. I have a podcast type content with my wife. I also have our travel or vacation, all of those type of content. And of course, recently I started to do this a day in the life. Right now, what I currently do is to so I have a production manager, a producer that handles the podcast type. He does everything from top to bottom. Shout out to Leke Lee. And so he does that from production to recording to editing and all of that, you know, full scale. And then I have an editor, Enitosin, shout out to Enitosin, that does all those travel content, you know, all of that. They have all my branding package, they have all my branding pack, and so they use my fonts, use the same, all of that, tone, all of that thing. So I've been able to learn how to delegate, where I'm not the one doing all the videos by myself, because doing that it becomes more taskful, you know, and you're burning out and all of that. So it's important that you learn how to multitask. Also it's important to learn how to delegate, you know, your tasks, so that you are not doing too much and weighing down yourself. It's a Tuesday, and guess what? I am off to work. Yeah, this year is that year, right, where we decided that we'll be probably going to work almost every day. Usually I go to work 3 times a week and I work from home, but I mean, it's what it is. actually we have a session today at the office, a music session, and it's quite a chill day. The weather is looking really cool, looking like it wants to rain. It actually rained yesterday heavily around the office, but it wasn't raining at home, around the house, so but it's looking all rainy and stuff today. But I love cool weathers. I prefer it to heat, so why not? Of course, I don't love the extreme parts either, but I mean, when the weather is just cool, I think it's cool, it's chilled. So yeah. It's Wednesday and we are on our way to work again. It almost feels like it's when I'm on my way I always get the chance to talk, and that's because of course it's always busy all day. And so I'm on my way to work. Yesterday was pretty chilled. I left work quite late. We're in different sessions, creating music, doing the work that we know how to do best, creating stuff, and was just a good day all in all. Also yesterday was also a good day for my club, Arsenal, and we won another Champions League match, the 7th consecutive Champions League match. I hope we can take this all the way to the end and actually win the league, but let's see how that goes. Anyways, on my way to work today. It's a fresh new day, Wednesday energy. I have a couple of meetings at work today and still pushing the narrative for this week, of course, which is discipline. That's why I'm showing up every day at work this week, not essentially because of that, but because I have work every day. I could have actually said I wanted to stay back home today and chill because I went to work yesterday, or stay back home and work from home today, but a lot has to be done. A lot of work is required in the phase that we are in now. We're building a couple of things, and so much effort is required to fund these things that we're working on. So yeah, man, showing up every day alone is a hell of work. Is discipline. Coming out here every day, making videos, pushing these videos out, editing them. It's something. And every now and then I feel like giving up on this project, but this is how things have been built. Consistency is the goal. To always stay consistent is how you build, how you form discipline, how you increase your value, and all of that. So we're going to stay through to this journey. Some days it might be great, some days it might be basic, and the important thing is I'll keep showing up for you guys, just to motivate you, to encourage you, to show you what I'm learning every day, and all of that. So far so good. This week I've learned that sometimes it's tough, sometimes things will not go the way you want them to go, but just keep at it, and I also learned something very significant. So we've been logged out of one of our Instagram accounts for a couple of weeks, months thereabouts. Someone tried to hack it, locked it out, and so we had an authentication code on it, and for some reason the authentication app, I didn't find the account details on the authentication app. So I've been trying to do all sorts, account recovery, send emails to Facebook, do everything, but it's not been working. And just yesterday, I said a little prayer, and I was like, God, I want this thing to work. I want this thing to work out. All this while, I actually haven't prayed about it. I've just been trying, and it just occurred to me that in that very moment where I prayed about the littlest things, and for me, that was very important, because most times, some basic things, we go about life, just cruising through it, and we don't know how important that communication to God, to our Father, can make things different. We don't know how just saying a little prayer can change things for us in our favor. And so I said that little prayer, and voila, I got an email this morning. I tried it last night. I got an email this morning that my account has been reviewed and successfully recovered, and I have access to that account. So all I'm saying is, in all of your endeavors, ensure that you keep praying in everything that you're doing. Keep praying, keep speaking to God about it, keep ensuring that you're communicating to Him, and God will always come through for you. How far now? Where are you coming from? From home? Are you serious?
Yes.
Convocation man. How are you? Congratulations.
Hi,
Kayo.
Tenti. How are you?
I'm alright,
Hi,
so.
Mr. Flood.
How you doing?
Very well,
Morning.
thank you.
That one video that you posted, it's flickering, the text. So let me see what it shows.
I feel like it was moving,
Blinking,
it's
not-
moving as
But does
the
it-
word is
And we're not
going.
supposed to blink like this.
This is me bombing a day in the life of TNT. You guys always see me on his videos. I came to his office to work today.
How do you change this into 1080p? Hi guys, what's poppin'? It's Thursday, quite a chilled and sunny day. Been out and about. Myself and my wife first went to the bank, to some banks, to do some transactions, get a reference letter, all of those things. And now I've dropped that back at home, and I am on my way to the office. Yes, this is day 4 going to the office every day this week. I think this is the first time since we moved to Pound Road Studios that I've gone to the office every day, literally every day. And I guess it's what the work requires in the season we are. We're doing a couple of things, so many things. So I'll give you guys a full expository into what I do and what we do at Pound Road Studios and all of that. So Pound Road Studios is more or less like our creative hub that houses every of our different expressions, myself and Icon Orolua. So Icon, if you guys know Icon, is my good friend, and we have a couple of expressions from Street Church. I'm sure a couple of you guys are familiar with Street Church, and then on the Street Church we have Street Church Music, we have Street Church Urban, we have Love and Light Festival and all of that. We then also have Iconic Records, iconic stuff Iconic Stuff basically is a talent management and record label. We do talent management and record label services, and that also is one of our expressions. We also have Hashtag. So Hashtag is a 360 marketing agency, also one of our expressions. I then also have like Tint Media Africa. Tint Media is a design and digital agency. Basically, our focus is on design and digital marketing. I also have Invitoria NG, which is a printing service, majorly towards corporate servicing and wedding stationaries. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that we do. Aside from that, we also have other different things that we do. I also have like my app. Like you guys will never get tired of hearing about my app, Life Organizer, and the product that I launched last year, December, and we're about to hit our first 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 users, which for me is a good step. You know, it's not where we want to be, but I think it's motivational, you know, to know that 1,000 people are interested in something that you built, you know, and for what it is, you know, we have a good number of people that have subscribed to some of the services that we have. So yeah, that's pretty much a summary of what we do. Basically, like I always like to introduce myself, I'm a creative entrepreneur, and so I involve myself in every creative endeavor you can think about, and that's really what we do. Hosanna, 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 Hosanna.
Hi guys, so I just made my wife's, I would say, favorite meal whenever she's on a period. She calls it period noodles, and basically noodles pepper soup style with 2 eggs and ginger and lemon tea, and I'm going to deliver it to her. Breakfast in bed style. Are you dey enjoy life or just the la locks? Oh yeah, nah.
You know what I'm going to.
You the la lock. I made period noodles for you.
I appreciate. Thank you.
Waiting for feedback. Okay, let me first get my kiss first.
You always kill it now.
First taste is first. You say this is the only time.
No, like, no, wait now.
Babe.
Like,
Now wow.
no, you understand what I mean?
I don't understand what you mean.
You understand
Don't worry, I'm not recording you.
Like, I like your noodles. Like, your noodles is very good.
Mm.
Like, it's perfect. Like, this is the one time I really, I mean, I need your noodles, but I feel like this time around, I really need your noodles.
Just the wine me.
I'm not now. Like, everything is just perfect. Apart from that sacrifice that you made that time, that I don't know how you still want those.
Grace.
What do you do?
Nothing now.
Something is different.
Nothing. The same thing. Same recipe.
Did you
Same
use all your
style.
spices?
Yes, that's what I did. It's too spicy.
If not, it feels like you didn't even use all your spices.
I did.
Like, it's just,
I used everything.
You make very good noodles. That's all.
You people can hear what she said though. Say baby, you make very good noodles. That's why I warn you.
No!
Because
I mean, that one, no. Even me, I was like, that noodle was terrible.
So we made a video.
That noodle
Maybe I'll drop the link in the comment section on. It was like, more like a cookathon, something like that. Yeah, and maybe I should watch it. I beat her to making noodles, even though myself I agree that day the noodles I made, my Jesus,
that noodle was horrible. I don't know how you.
It was horrible, but Grace found me.
Holy Spirit.
Grace, even from the mouth of the babies, you know, a baby tasted and she was like, it's Uncle Tunde's noodles I want. Oh my God. Alright, I've delivered my polling unit.
Thank you. Wait, sorry, could you help me turn on the TV on the personal iPad?
Why do you also want TV and iPad together? Choose one.
Just bring you.
Choose one.
I'm not feeling
You're feeling well in Jesus' name. What is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, help me. Oh yeah. Please help me on TV and turn off.
Yes, ma.
God bless you. Marry your wife.
I already married her. This is the time she used to catch me. Oh. She be doing this, everything.
You know what I'm going through.
You're not going through anything.
Did you put lemon inside?
No, I didn't. You're not going through anything in Jesus' name. Alright. See you later. Alright guys, what's popping? It's the last day of the week 3. We have successfully finished another week and I'm super excited. I'm actually super excited. This week our focus was basically on time management, and I just wanted to come and drop some of these quick tips. One of the things that really helped me, like I've mentioned to you guys in the past or in the course of doing these videos, is that you have to always plan. Right, and aside from planning, I mean, sometimes you can find out that you plan, but it feels like time is still not enough, you know. And I think that one of the things that you can adopt is proper time management, and basically is you being able to identify tasks that are important, what is urgent. I know that there's a time management quadrant, you know, that I probably learned when I was in uni, that spoke about Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I think Q1 is emergencies and crises. Q2 is when you plan, you know, places where you plan, you improve, you properly itemize what you need to do. Q3 is I think interruptions. You know, maybe you get a call, you know, and then the person holds you up on the call for like 30 minutes, 1 hour, you know, that are sort of like stolen out of your time. or an email, something that just distracts you, or scrolling on social media, all of that. And then 4 is time wasters. So is you being able to identify, you know, what is urgent, what is important, and placing them in the different quadrants, or simply just identifying what task is more important. You know, try to limit the task that you do in a day so that you can achieve them, you know. And most importantly, one of the things that I'm seriously learning, which is a huge problem for most creatives, is that we always tend to want to do everything ourselves. So you have a system where you're running so many things by yourself. You're I mean, in the early phase of when you start things, you know, when you're building whatever you're doing, it's somewhat permitted, but to scale, to manage your time properly, certain tasks needs to be delegated, you know. So you need to start to learn how to delegate tasks, how to start to bring people on board into your team or into what you're doing, anything that you're doing at all. For instance, I actually love cleaning so much. I think that is very therapeutic for me, but I've not been able to clean in the past, you know, few months, years, the way I usually used to, you know. And it just dawns on me that it's time to hire like someone to properly cover that service. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be cleaning because I love to do it. Doesn't mean I'm going to keep my environment clean, but to achieve the standard that I always want to stay on, you know, it's time to get someone like a proper cleaning service or a cleaning person to come in at least once a week, which is what I do basically. So I deep clean once a week, and the rest of the day, you know, I'm ensuring that things are just in place. When I see something dirty, I dust, I clean, try to sweep almost every day and all of that. So you need to get to that point where when you get to that point, you identify like, okay, it's time to start to delegate, and then you start to pick out things and, you know, shift to people or delegate to people. And so ensure that you're doing everything as much as is in your power to identify what is important, to identify, you know, what is urgent, to properly plan your task, what is important to a goal that you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to achieve certain goals in your business, in your career, you know, prioritize what is important, what you need to do. Are you in a point where you're pursuing sales? If that's your focus, ensure that every day your task has, you know, something that is driving you towards that goal that you want to achieve. If it's finances, you know, ensure that you're doing something every day that will make you make a sale, make money. I think you get the drift. So basically, that's us this week. If you guys enjoy watching this video, I'll see you on another one. Peace out.